Tourism Minister Patricia de Lille expected to deliver the keynote address on day 2 of the Tourism Leadership Conference. It's all taking place in Sun City, that's in the northwest. The gathering actually coincides with Tourism Month and is aimed at discussing matters around the sector's growth while elevating it closer to a goal of 15.6 million arrivals in the country by the year 2030. Thabiso Mose is part of our team watching the story, and he joins us now live. You've got the industry's who's who are gathered there, Thabiso, all hoping to, I suppose, in some ways, make the most of the great potential that exists in that sector.
Indeed, Ayanda, good morning to you and our viewers at home. And this year's gathering is held under the theme Growth, People and Policy. As we see, this is the fourth, Tourism Leadership Conference convened by the Tourism Business Council of South Africa here in Sun City in the Northwest Province. As we see, the industry continue to grow with over 8 million arrivals in 2024, and also this accounted for 3.3% of the GDP of our country this year. And I'm now joined by Chifiwa Chiwenga, who is the Tourism Council of South Africa's CEO, just to talk to us about the significance of this event. Thank you very much for joining us on SABC News this morning. Just talk to us about the significance of this gathering in the context of the growth that you are envisaging in the tourism sector.
Well, as you said, this is our fourth iteration of this conference. It is a very important gathering for the tourism industry, where we put together leaders from the private sector and the public sector to come together and to have a conversation about how do we grow tourism, how do we take care of our people in tourism, and how do we have enabling policy that will drive tourism in this country. So this gathering, as I said, is the fourth one. We track the developments from the beginning. The first conference that we've had, have we moved from what we discussed 4 years ago? And if we've moved, what have we done and what have we not done? There is a target that we put in place of getting over 15 million tourists by 2030. How far are we on that target? Because that target means employment. That target means economic impact. That target means young people, young entrepreneurs will be able to come into the space and practice tourism and bring in new experiences. So this is the gathering where we evaluate, we look forward, and we make sure that we hold each other accountable on the things that we promise each other for the past year and even the other years that we'll be having this conference.
And talking about that 2030 tourist arrivals of more than 15 million tourists here in the country, do you think you are on the right path, taking into consideration the stats that were released or published by Statistics South Africa in May this year about tourist arrivals for that month only? In terms of, do you think you are on the right path to get this concern?
Well, if you look at the stats for this year, they're encouraging. We're doing better than last year. But we have to compare ourselves to 2019, which is the year, before COVID. That would have been a normal year. And if we look now, in totality, we're still behind. We still have a lot more that we need to do. About 500,000-600,000 tourists that have not yet returned to South Africa. So we still have a gap. But there are other markets that have done well. If you look at the North American market, the US, Canada, they've done well for us. We've recovered fully. And few other markets, Australia, we've also recovered fully, but it could be because of many factors in each market. But we still have to do more in Germany, or the German-speaking markets. We need to do more in the UK and Ireland. We still need to do more. Although what we're seeing in the Africa air markets is that the growth is big. So a lot of people coming from Kenya to South Africa, a lot of people from Ghana to South Africa. And what's the difference in those two countries? We put in visa waivers. So they no longer require visa to come to South Africa. So we can see that visa waivers work. But we need to have technology that will enable people who have to apply for visas to do so faster, and to do so timely, and to be able to catch their planes to come to South Africa. And that's what we're hoping that the Minister of Home Affairs, who's speaking right now, will be able to outline what Home Affairs is planning to do in terms of electronic travel authorization and many other innovation that the Department of Home Affairs is bringing to the fold. And if I look back, when we started this conversation with Home Affairs, and what we've done with Home Affairs to date is remarkable. And I think we have many things lives of the trade partners overseas and the travelers that get into the country, in ensuring that there is more ease of access.
Thank you very much. That's the CEO for Tourism Business Council of South Africa, Chifiwa Chiwenga, talking to us about the plans of the sector in terms of, ensuring that there is job creation, as well as the issue of visas to ensure that more tourists, international tourists, are arriving here in South Africa or are visiting this country. As we see the statistics that were released by Statistics South Africa about tourism arrivals, as compared to May 2024, there is an increase of over 23% in terms of tourist arrivals during that month in South Africa. And with that, it's back to you in studio, Ayanda.
All right, Thabiso Moss, live to us there from Sun City. For now, thanks very much indeed. We'll certainly watch that gathering with you as it continues to unfold.